Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. There's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Carson. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Wilson. Dancing to his left. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fitzpatrick escaping the pressure right. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got it past the 30. before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run here for J.D. McKissic. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake to Gibson. Fitzpatrick. He'll look downfield for Humphreys. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number here in terms of top speed, I mean, that almost looks like a misprint. He was just absolutely flying. Unbelievable. Second and 6.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
And this will go to Carson out wide.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll check that down to Carson. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. They run it with Carson. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Carson again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, Carson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They go back to Carson here on second.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Touchdown. That's caught. Gerald Everett, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Washington 0. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Fitzpatrick to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. Some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen. Not just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now a dump off here complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Fitzpatrick now. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. 33 yards that time. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson keeping it himself from 7 yards out.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And some room to maneuver. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Mike. Got one. Alert. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike. Check. Check 31. Check safety.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Yeah, listen. Mike 55. You run. Slam. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check 47. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Alert. 4 down. Check 47. I got him. Rush in.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Watch Mike. I got you, boy.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Forcing the incomplete pass on 4th down and then roughing the passer.
Your offense was ready to roll, ready to get out on the field and take over. Instead, self-inflicted. Now they have to stay on the field and play.
Check 53's Mike. Got it. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. 3 buzz. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game